who we are before we enter body is our consciousness. And that consciousness holds all our information from all of our lifetimes, our DNA, our memory, everything, okay? So that is ultimately who we are, is consciousness. Now you take that consciousness and you place it in a body, whether that body is plant, animal, human, alien. So when we pass, we all return to that consciousness. Consciousness can stay close to earth, on earth. It can transition through steps and eventually moves into like different, what I refer to as like classrooms, where the soul is remembering what it experienced. For does it need to come back? Where is it going to go next? All of this stuff that is very typical and normal for souls to not pass all the way over and instead stay close to earth to support loved ones in the grieving process. Sometimes when we pass unexpectedly, tragically, or very young, sometimes, not all the time, the soul is almost consumed by the emotion and the trauma. Very similar to what happens to us when we are traumatized at a very young age and we're holding it. And sometimes it takes us till 20 years old, 30 years old, 50 years old to go back and work that trauma out. And so when these souls are haunting, a lot of times they aren't meaning to. They're trying to associate where they are, what happened, why. And this is why it's so important for others to recognize that. So if they're reading a location that's haunted or has all these different spirits, that we're hypersensitive to what's happening to that soul and are we there to help? No different than if you're walking down the street and there's a hurt animal or a hurt human, or you see something bad happening and you want to intervene and help. It's the same thing. It's like you're there at that time to do something. And so, yes, their guides are there. Yes, their angels are there. Yes, they have all that support, just like we do in body. But just as in body, even with all that support, sometimes we hold the pain and aren't ready to move on.